Today we are going to be talking about Paradox Interactive's new DLC for Stellaris. That's right, we're talking about Nemesis. Now, there's actually quite a lot to this DLC, so we're only going to focus on one point of it in this video, and that point is actually what I am most excited about in this DLC, and that is becoming the Crisis. That's right, with this DLC, the player now has the ability to become the endgame Crisis. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So how do we go about becoming the Crisis? Well, first we have to pick this Ascension perk right here, the Become the Crisis Ascension perk. Now, this will become available after picking 2 Ascension perks before it, so you can't become the Crisis immediately. Makes sense. You gotta play, get a little bit into the game before you can actually try and become the Crisis. Cool. Now, once you become the Crisis, or at least pick the Ascension perk, you don't immediately become the Crisis, of course. There's a process to it. You actually unlock this new UI right here that has to do with Menace. Now, Menace is gained through doing certain acts that coincide with the Crisis. You can see a couple listed right here. We've got Destroy an Empire, gives you 100 Menace. Destroy enemy ships, 3 Menace. I assume that's per ship or something like that. And you just accrue Menace this way by threatening the galaxy in various ways. And this Menace is what will actually allow you to progress towards becoming the Crisis. So once you accrue enough Menace, there's a certain amount of Menace you have to get first. Then you can initiate a special project that will allow you to continue your progression towards becoming the endgame Crisis. Here we have an example of a UI screen after having done that increases the progression level. Now, with each level, you get certain perks. Kind of reminds me of the Federation system where you level up and you get new perks. Kind of a similar thing. When you level up in your Crisis progression, you get perks. There's some pretty interesting ones here. Here, this one, it doesn't show us what level it's at, but it unlocks Purge as a policy option if it wasn't already, and you increase your Purge speed. Well, I'm not sure if that increases or if that just makes it 500%, but we'll get plus 500% purge speed. Another interesting one here that looks like it's going to be really fun is unlocking the Menacing Corvette, and it says down here we also have the Menacing Destroyer that we'll unlock. These ships appear to only cost minerals to build, so it makes it really easy to pump out fleets because you don't have to worry about all your alloy foundries. You just purely get minerals and build those ships, which will make it really easy to just pump out a bunch of fleets, which sounds really interesting. Now, when you get to the final Crisis level, it appears that you get a new megastructure in your capital system. And the name is really hard to pronounce. It's the Ethereophasic Engine Frame. I think that's how you pronounce it. Probably butchered it. Doesn't matter. And they haven't been clear on exactly what it does, but it says that it will threaten the very existence of the galaxy. So must be pretty powerful. Although it appears to require a lot of dark matter to upgrade, way more than you would ever be able to get normally through a game of Stellaris. So it's really expensive, and we have to have some way of getting that dark matter, which we do end up getting because we get new ships called Star Eaters. Now, it's not super clear as to exactly how these work, but it's very clear that they eat stars, as the name implies, and you get dark matter from it. So somehow you extract dark matter from the stars, and that's how you get all of the dark matter you need to upgrade this Ethereophasic engine frame. So you just need to go across the galaxy destroying stars, which continues to go with the endgame Crisis kind of theme. It all fits in and makes sense with it. Now, I'm really excited about this system because it gives me way more option as to what I can do. I really like playing these kinds of empires, so that might be why I'm so interested in it. But it always seems weird that I have to help fight the in-game crisis when I play something like a determined exterminator, when really the only reason that I'm actually trying to beat the in-game crisis is so that they don't take over the galaxy before me. But with this, I don't even have to worry about that. I can not just figuratively become the in-game crisis, but literally as well, which is really nice, really cool. And of course, this system also is going to include something for the galactic community to fight back with, because otherwise it would be really unfair for a player to just become the in-game crisis and for there to be no way for the galactic community to fight back. So there will be a way for the good guys, to put it that way, to be able to combat this. And that's actually going to be the topic of the next video. So I hope you're as excited for this DLC as I am. Please leave a comment about what you like about this DLC, what you're looking forward to, and any opinions you may have on it. Just be sure to put it all right down there in the comments, get a nice discussion going, and I'll see you in the next video.